Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the psychic astrologer. My website is readingsbyleonardtmunson.net. The second eclipse portal of 2024 is here. Are you ready? Mid-September promised earth-shattering endings, so you may wonder how the full harvest moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces affects your zodiac sign. Go into this eclipse portal with an open mind and zero expectation. Each full moon is aligned with a seasonal occurrence, and September's full moon is known as the harvest moon. The harvest moon typically occurs right around the fall equinox, representing the end of the harvest season. In the olden days, the moonlight of the harvest moon will help farmers see their crops and continue their work days well into the evening. Typically, the harvest moon coincides with the season of abundance. All the crops planted many moons ago are ready to be ripe. Spiritually, the harvest moon may represent a time of culmination. It is an excellent checkpoint to see how far you have come with your intentions, goals, and ambitions. If you have not reaped what you have sown, the harvest moon will encourage you to focus on your work. Honor the harvest moon by incorporating fresh produce such as corn, seeds, nuts, and grains. You could also participate in a moonlit activity such as meditation or candle work under the moon to honor the harvest moon original purpose. The full moon in Pisces will also double as a partial lunar eclipse. Partial lunar eclipses occur when the moon, sun, and earth are not perfectly aligned. The moon will only be partially covered by the earth's shadow, aka the umbrella. When gazing upon the full moon, only part of the moon may appear darker or hidden. Partial lunar eclipse is a more common lunar eclipse since these can occur up to 2 times a year. Eclipse has a weighty impact on astrology. Regardless of the type, eclipses often coincide with unimaginable occurrences, situations, opportunities, and more. Astrologically speaking, eclipse has a Russian roulette effect. You may never quite know what you will get with an eclipse until you are actually moving through the eclipse portal. My rule of thumb is only to pay attention to what comes up 3 days before and after the eclipse. This overall period will give you clues on what will come to fruition. I strongly recommend keeping a note of what occurs since eclipses bounce off of one another. What happens in one eclipse may carry into the next eclipse. On September the 17th, 2024, the full moon partial eclipse in Pisces will shimmer in the cosmos at 10:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will occur at 25 degrees. A spiritual impact lunar eclipse began 6 months ago during this new moon in Pisces on March the 10th, 2024. As the full moon approaches, there will be an inevitable yet incalculable outcome to this 6-month cycle. Expect unexpected. The best way to handle the conclusion of this lunar cycle is to embrace whatever comes up. Go with the flow as you enter the final eclipse portal of 2024. To take note of what arrives by either journaling, logging, or artistically commemorating the events that will unfold. The new moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces is extra special because this is the first eclipse that will occur on the Pisces-Virgo axis. Whatever happens around this eclipse will be like a snapshot preview of what is in the coming eclipse of 2025. Amid the organized chaos of a Virgo season, the full moon in Pisces will act as an opportunity to surrender. Think of this lunar nation as the major arcanic card, the hangman in tarot. The hangman represents a suspension of time, since you are encouraged to see things in a new light. Try as you may, this lunar nation will wreak havoc on on your carefully curated schedule and routine. You may see your life from a new angle when you are in a state of passivity. Be like the hangman and hang out during this lunation. Overreacting themes of service will dominate this period. Since the sun in Virgo will oppose the full moon in Pisces, martyrdom may be prevalent, especially if there is an expectation to do more. Likewise, a victim mentality could also settle in. Find the middle ground. Ask yourself where you can give more to others and when you step back to avoid feeling used. You may have to learn a valuable lesson in boundary setting to avoid ending up on either end of the martyr-victim complex. For all astrological signs, beginning with Aries, Part 1. Massive internal shifts will occur when you least expect it, Aries. The eclipse will strike your 12th house of self-undoing. Reflect on how you may have adjusted your thought process, subconscious approach, and emotional tidings over the last 6 months. Without even realizing it, you may have unconsciously responded differently to the same most stressors and triggers. Healing is not a linear, but you should see substantial growth by this eclipse. Pay attention to who or what impacts you during the 3-day periods before and after this eclipse. You will be challenged to raise to the occasion and this period to see how far you have come. Read your full September monthly horoscope. Taurus. How do you know if someone is a true friend, Taurus? People's true colors and intentions will become known as the eclipse evokes your 11th house of the greater community. Think about who has come in and out of your life over the past 6 months. You could have grown closer to someone you previously considered an acquaintance, maybe even a stranger. Likewise, your best buddies could have distanced themselves. Altogether, you may have seen an initiative adjustment to your friendship based on the stages of life everyone is in. The eclipse will reveal is aligned with your current stage of life. Don't be surprised if your connection ebb and flow during this eclipse. Gemini. What do you want to leave behind when you leave this world, Gemini? This heavy question will weigh on your heart and mind as the eclipse prompts your 10th house of legacy. Ideally, you may want to be rememberable. Consider everything you have accomplished, complete, and secure throughout the last 6 months. Are you proud of yourself? Do you want to be known for these milestones? Your aware answers to these questions will speak volumes after the life that you are creating. Allow this eclipse to help guide you to create a legacy that showcases who you truly are. You have an amazing opportunity to realign your life path and purpose, which will be supported in your legacy. Cancer. Life will take you where you need to be, Cancer. Learn to trust the journey because the eclipse will trigger your 9th house of spiritual journeys and adventures. The past 6 months may have taught you to enjoy the journey rather than focus on the destination. You may have taken away more from living in the moment. New schools of thought could be intriguing and you to dive deep into your morals, spirituality, and belief systems. Teachers of all kinds may have delivered wisdom when you least expect it. By the eclipse, you may feel more well-rounded in the ways of the world. Find your peace with where life has taken you. This is part 1 for the following astrological sign, including the induction from Aries to Cancer.